Alright, welcome to another video, guys. This one's probably going to be a bit different than than the last two, but I just figured it might be a bit more focused than the last two videos. So, what I'm going to go over right now is things I would like to see in Rock Band 5 if it ever does happen. I should say, first of all, that this video is going to be really out of order, because this is more just... I mean, I have, like, the bullet points of what I want to talk about, but it's more no particular order. And first idea is more stylization, because with how Rock Band 4 looked, it looked nothing like the original games. Heck, they had to make new everything for Rock Band 4. Rock Band 4 was made from the ground up, from what I know. Even though they were able to still port the DLC, because it's a pretty simple animation system that they use, but like, Rock Band 4 has way less personality than, like, say, Rock Band 1, 2, or 3. And even the band-based games have more personality than Rock Band 4. Hell, Rock Band 4 even removed, like, the video effects. So you're just staring at a light show and some animated characters dancing around on the stage. It's so boring to look at. I miss how Rock Band 1, 2, and 3 and the, like, band-based games did it. It was a way more entertaining thing to look at rather than just like, oh, your characters are here. Look, guys, they're doing the animations we programmed it to. I mean, this next one could probably fall under stylization as well, but honestly, more like diverse art style, because, oh my goodness, Rock Band 4 looks so bland. That thing's like, it doesn't look terrible per se, but the art style just doesn't hold up. I mean, that thing was a launch title and clearly looks like it, considering it's just going for the realistic look every game sort of went with when the console generation was starting around that time. I mean, especially, like, with how much lack of customization there is. You can't change body types. You can't change... the only thing you can really change about your characters is their hairstyle, like, body, their gender, and their face types. That's all you can really change with your characters. It's so boring, not to mention all the clothing sets they have in the game look boring as hell and don't really work with each other if you don't know how to mix them properly, unless it's a really casual outfit. Like, my goodness, I hope for like a comic style game almost next time. Like, if we do get a Rock Band 5, like a cel-shaded art style would be awesome, actually, considering that's having a revival. And for my third point, more indie artists, or like reopening the Rock Band Network or something like that, because there's so many like cool artists out there that Rock Band really only does like the certain singles. Like, the only ones I can really think of that are like modern indie sort of emo band sort of things are like Prince Daddy and the Hyena and Barely March. And as far as I know, Barely March barely released anything after the album that fucking thinking emoji was on. And the I would honestly like to see a Prince Daddy and the Hyena DLC pack. That would actually go hard, especially if it had Hidden Track on it. That's one of my favorite songs by them. But yeah, like, I would want to see more independent like representation in like Rock Band, because most of the time nowadays, all we get are like big name band, a rewind track, or a hit song that's on the radio at the moment. Those are like the 3 new DLCs you get nowadays. And it's just like I like Rewind, don't get me wrong. But like, they're doing rewinds of Rock Band 3 packs or tracks. And it's just like, why are you doing this? You could just, if you're already relicensing Rock Band 3 of all things, just make the export available again. I was lucky enough to actually get it when the export was still happening. But it's just like, just relicense the entire export at that rate if you're just going to put the songs immediately back on Rock Band 4. And for my fourth point, anyone remember that Rock Band 4 Kickstarter for the PC port, where they said they were going to add a Rock Band Network back in, except the one huge problem why that failed is that you couldn't port your DLC back into it. And it's just like, actually, another thing about it, Rock Band 5 actually does it. They're making, even then with Rock Band 4, they're making you link your Epic account now just so you can play online. So I was thinking, if they do a Rock Band 5 PC port, why not have all the DLC be connected across your accounts? Like you can link it on Xbox, and then you can get all your Xbox DLC, or if you're PlayStation, you can link it to like a PC. Like you can link it all together, and then you get your DLC instead of having to buy it separately on a different console. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea to me, but Harmonix probably wouldn't do it because it would lose them money. Because most avid rock band players have like over 1,000 songs, or legit like half of the available music library installed on their consoles. So that would just take a massive tank to Harmonix's fucking money. Another two ideas that I had was, for the campaign mode, I would honestly like to see it have a mix of like Rock Band 2 and 4's campaign, or more Rock Band 4's campaign, where you can make choices and it'll impact how your your career goes, and Rock You Drama in terms of like it having cutscenes of what your choices did, or like the effect your choices had on your career at that point. Because honestly, Rock You Drama was a pretty good mode, but I felt it was not too short, but it's fairly easy if you know what you're doing to just get maximum score. And it should be on online mode, honestly, considering a big part of it is the multiplayer component. That's like one of the big things it does, but I've only played it solo, and so I basically had the same outcome every time. Please, whoever's making the new instruments, please give us a new MIDI controller for drums and other instruments. Please, or a next gen wired adapter, for the love of God. That is one thing that will immediately sell me on a new Rock Band, if that's a fucking accessory. That's really all the ideas I have right now. If you have any ideas yourself, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, or dislike the video if you disliked it. And anyways, I'll be back with another random topic. I might work on a Sunset Overdrive review, actually. That might be my next one. Or just another little random video like this where I just ramble off ideas for games I want to see. Anyways, bye.